In this small tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make your clothes available for people that are wearing big mesh breasts. The big mesh breasts, the boobies as I will call them in this tutorial, will not be covered by the system clothes. You will need a different applier, and these appliers are being sold in the add-on pack. And I will show you how you can add your own texture to a applier, to an empty applier. There is a very simple way of doing that. You can see me wearing here the butterfly dress, the red one, and you can also see that the dress goes behind the breasts and not over the breasts. I put on a bikini just to be covered and not to be nude. What I can do now, I will show you, is I have unpacked this applier for the butterfly dress. These are breasts from Lola, the Tangos, and so I need the Lola Tango top applier, the empty one. And if I double click on it, I will wear it as a HUD, and you can see it here. I will make it a bit so that it stays within the screen. Here it is. And if you press it, it will add a texture. Well, there is no texture in, so there is nothing to press. The most simple way of making your clothes available for the big boobies is to use in the creation kit and go to the texture file that textures the top. Not the top itself, but the file, the texture file that is behind it. So that is the upper texture file, and that is this file. Now from this file, which is the complete torso, we only need the upper quarter. So here I can show you, this is the normal torso file, and this part is the part that is being used in the applier to show on the breasts. If you don't want to go into your graphical program to cut and adjust that file, then we are going to use this file as it is, and just in the offset change the offset so that we can see only that part. I will edit the applier. I go to the content tab, and here I see the config card, and in the config card you can see a few things. You see the texture UUID that we have to fill in, and we see here how to put the part that is on the texture tab, that is here. So the repeats per face is here saying 1 by 1, and here the offset, which is this, the texture offset, horizontal and vertical. Well, as I said, we need only the upper chord. But how am I going to do that? If I go up and I go back to the applier, you find here the instructions. The instructions on how to edit the applier. Please read these instructions. I open the note card and I go for the Lola's instructions, and if I double click that, I get in 3 languages, starting with Spanish and then English, and later on also in French. And here I can see some more information, and here it says if I am going to use a normal texture, then these are the repeats that I have to set and the offset. So in other words, I'm going to take this one away. I will change the repeats and the offset as is mentioned here in the note card. So I copy this and I select this and I paste it, and I do the same with the offset. Copy it. And paste it, and you see the degrees is the same. Okay, let me close this instruction note card now for now, because this is what I have done. The only thing that is lacking is the UUID for the texture. Well, we were going to use the red upper texture, so I'm going back to that one. Here it is, butterfly, satin butterfly dress, upper red. I right click and I say copy asset UU idea. Another possibility is opening the texture file, and then here you have the button UU idea that I can just simply click. Now I go into the note card. I'm going to select the old UU idea and I'm going to paste the new one in. Now I can save the note card, which is in the applier already, and I might have to click the breasts, but I will try just press apply on the breasts. Now I will have to click, and then I get a menu saying what do I want, and I say clothing, and on clothing I say dress top. And now I will click on the applier, and here is my top. Now as you can see, this is a way, I can take this away now. This is an easy way of getting your dresses or your outfits available for the big boobies. There are a few flaws for those who look very carefully. As you can see, maybe, yes, turn around and let us see. You can see that the texture on the boobies is stretched very wide. Here you see the butterflies and the leaves. Well, on this breast you have one butterfly, and here you have one leaf. It is very much stretched. You can also see that it is here not fitting, and you can see that the resolution is rather vague. If you imagine that the original texture is 512 by 512 and you are using only a quarter of it, then this part is only 256 by 256. I will show you what happens if you use a adjust texture from the applier pack. So when I go back and I use one of the appliers that came ready-made from Trendy Templates, and I double click it so I wear it, and it comes here in the screen. There we go. And I will click this one, and you will see the difference. The texture here is now much more in balance with the dress. You can see that it is fitting here at the side. I made it fit. You can see that the side distortion has gone. So these textures that you will find as well in that pack, you see that is only the quarter of the texture, and you see that it is here somewhat squeezed, and you can also see that the pattern is a bit smaller. So using the ready-made textures, the ready-made appliers, will ensure you that you offer quality to your customers. But if you have just a simply unicolor dress, like a black dress or something, then the method that I just showed you is perfectly all right. Thank you for watching this small tutorial.